I'm obviously, oh my gosh, he is so annoying. You vape, you goon to little Discord kittens, and
I don't goon.
oh, shut the f up. You're a pathetic loser. Dumbass!
So it was August that the AC went out.
Yeah, that's rough.
They came, we have a home warranty that we had
And
purchased
previous
on the
balance
house.
transfers in the past, to be very clear.
Correct. So that a portion of that is balance transfer.
Uh-huh.
Have just been rotating.
Yeah, it's maxed out
Correct.
to the dollar.
Correct.
Oh, for sake. Hey, how long does this take to pay off if you do minimum payments only without purchasing anything, which you're incapable of?
I think that one's 12.
Her accounting degree is really paid off. It's 23.
Oh. One of them is 12. I can't remember.
Well,
But it's
this one's
0%.
23.
That one is 0% till January of 27.
Uh-huh. Which is,
So that's
well,
part-
is it, first
that
of all,
is
is it
part
being
of-
accumulated? Because
No.
there's your balance transfer fee, because we
No.
had a balance transfer.
Correct.
So $88.33 of fees. So you likely paid like 10, 12, 15% on it. And this will kick into like a 30% interest rate, essentially. And yeah, okay, but it's not accumulating. But that
Correct.
still doesn't mean that this balance ain't chunky. And it's about to start accruing an insane amount of interest in about 13 months.
But it won't because it's part of the second round of
Yeah,
consolidation.
if your master plan that has absolutely no wiggle room for anything to go wrong succeeds, which I do not believe for a single moment that it will, because you do not take account anything happening in life. When literally he just broke ribs today. Do you not remember that?
I do. But
Today!
well, is it better to just not have a plan then?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your plan's broken. I'm
Well,
saying
then,
your plan...
then let's figure out a
Oh
better
my gosh,
plan,
shut the
right?
f up. That's your only response. Yes, obviously that is what we're going to do. You do not have to announce that every time we're having this. I'm obviously... Oh my gosh, he is so annoying. I'm just calling out that it is very clear when you say... Lady,
Caleb.
I have to let you know that you might, in fact, be a moron. Because...
I'm an organized moron.
Because, hey, lady, it is very clear... What? I wouldn't bring up that your plan is flawed so that you can hit me with the, well, that's like a plan, man. Obviously, I'm not hitting you with that if you don't set up something absolutely ridiculously moronic for me to say that. Why did I say it? Because I said interest is going to start immensely in 13 months. And you said, well, that's why the second round of consolidation's coming. That's your plan.
Right.
So obviously, I'm going to call out to your plan, dumbass. You don't have to sit here and tell me, well, let's make a new plan then. When obviously I'm responding to you thinking your perfect plan's going to happen before interest rate hits. You moron.
Oh my goodness, yo, he's cooking her, but for great reason, right? Like there are some people who have no financial plan, but then there are people that fall into this position where they have a financial plan, but their financial plan is flawed. So what we can surmise from what we've seen is this woman had a credit card, right, with a balance available, or excuse me, not a balance available, but credit available of 11,000. I think it was 800 I saw, right? So what she did was she transferred, more than likely, a balance from another credit card over to this credit card while it's still in that 0% introductory phase, right? So that's kind of the way she's trying to like consolidate this debt from taking it, moving it from one card. So you kind of, I'm assuming, clearing the debt off of another credit card by putting it on this new card that she has, and not accruing any interest. But this is the thing. Her plan isn't to pay off the debt. Essentially, what she's trying to do is hop from one card to the next that has a 0% interest rate to try to avoid the interest fees. That's not the goal. The goal is to eliminate the debt. Now, ideally, it's great to be in a position where you can eliminate the debt within that period of not having to pay any interest. Because like Caleb said, like if this 11K is still sitting there after that, 12-month or, whatever that period of time that you have for that introductory period of 0% APR, like while that's happening, if you fail to pay that off in that period of time, you are going to be in trouble. Like he said, 23 years if you just pay the minimum balance to be able to clear that debt. So having a plan to say, oh, I'm going to pay it off before the 0%, but that's not a plan. That's a desire. That's a hope. That's a wish. You want it to be gone by the time that rate is up, you're done. But what's your actual plan of paying the debt off? That's really what Caleb is pointing out, is saying that you got this plan because you consolidated the debt and then it'll be all wiped away once the 100 or once the interest rate begins to hit. No, you're not explaining how. Like, are you actually going to be, setting aside a certain amount to make sure that you're paying way more than the minimum balance that you currently have? Like, what is your plan to actually reduce the debt before that introductory period runs out? That's the key that she's completely missing by just saying, I have a plan, but I got a plan. But your plan is flawed. And that's the point that Caleb is really making.
Oh my, you now know why I said it? I don't need to hear the let's make a better one then. We know we're gonna do it. We know what show we're on.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, great. Yeah, you direct the conversation.
Somebody has to.
Instead of you taking any semblance of understanding what I am trying to say when...
Right.
I'm aware the plan is flawed.
No, you don't understand why I pushed back on it. Because you said you essentially deflected the reality of this balance. You deflected the reality of this balance by saying your second round of consolidations are going to happen in that 13 months. That is not an appropriate deflection because it is not a reality, because your plan is flawed and built for failure. So you can't have both. You cannot have, this is not a concern because this is going to happen to the plan. And, oh, I know the plan's broken. Let's just have a better plan. You can't have both at the same time. Yeah, in your perfect mind, because I think you live life in a way where if there is, especially because you've had no struggle, especially on your grow up, you've had no real struggle. If there's anything slightly uncomfortable, you just accept what is the easiest thing to latch onto so you don't have to face any level of discomfort. I think that is how you live your life. And that is why you cope and you immediately go to whatever response gets you there, whether it is this option or this option, even though they cannot exist at the same time. So I don't want to hear it. Okay, so on credit one, you owe $348.98. For what? What were you getting? Minimum monthly payment. Well, you were past due. Well, you're past due 2 months. Why can't you just make a minimum Oh, because you won't work, because you quit every job you get. You apply to a job, you get it for a second, and then you quit. I saw the 2 jobs you had in there that you applied to. 2 of the 11, you got accepted, and you walked away. Well, as long as you've had a job. And it can't be the military, because that was only a year.
Oh, no, like 2 years at a vape shop in Houston.
Oh my gosh, how does it always come back to vaping with you? Is this your, why? That's your life.
It's not my life. It's just the majority of my life.
Yeah, you vape, you goon to little Discord kittens, and...
I don't goon.
Oh, shut the f*** up. You're a pathetic loser. Let's be honest. You're as close to being an incel without being an incel that you can possibly get.
Wow, Caleb just absolutely cooked this guy, man. Yo, this is absolutely insane. Can you believe that this guy has a minimum amount due on his credit card every single month? That's only $30, and he's 2 months behind. Like, the balance on it was only $348. Like, come on, most people can pay $348 off, or I would think. Then let me take that back, because I know somebody gonna try to get in the comments and be like, no, everybody can't do it. In my mind, like, yo, you should be able to pay at least, let's be honest, you should at least be able to cover that 30. Like, if you can't cover $30, you really need to reevaluate what's going on when it comes to your ability to generate income. And this man was in the military. He gets paid now. He gets paid thousands of dollars every single month. And the fact that he is not able to manage that money that's coming in order to be able to pay off a $30 minimum and eventually pay off a $349 debt, like, I mean, that's not even a whole lot of money. Like, you should be able to wipe that out within months. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, you should be able to cover that. But then it stems to that other issue that he said. Like, yo, you can't hold down a job. Like, you already got this guaranteed money coming in, but you are not willing to put in the work to go get another job to help you to increase your income. That there's no excuse. You're a man. But like Caleb said, when you are a man who's unwilling to do what's necessary to get yourself even out of a $349 debt, like, come on, bro. Like, that does start to put you in that loser category that Caleb is talking about. We want to avoid this at all costs.
In the perfect world, that shouldn't happen.
Perfect world. You are choosing to spend $2,150 in a single month
Well,
on bullshit.
let's see.
Gas stations multiple times a day. Unless he doesn't give a
That's
shit
not
about the
me.
household. Does he not give a shit about the household? Does he not give a shit? Because he's doing it multiple times a day. Does he not give a shit? If he's not giving a shit, then he's doing what he's doing.
I would like to think he gives a shit.
Well, clearly not if he's going multiple times a day. Getting bottles of water, doesn't even have a Brit at home. Uses faucet. Right. Bulk buy. Grocery store, a couple bucks. Bulk buy water bottles. The fuck is he doing? Get a big fucking thing. Put it in a water bottle. Easy. He clearly doesn't give a shit. Degenerate, stinky.
He's not gonna like that.
Give a what he likes. I want you guys to have a better life. Why the would I care? Why would I give a shit what he likes? I like you guys being able to pay your bills and not have the hypothetical where it's like, oh shit, I gotta get groceries, but I only have $50. That hypothetical only exists because he doesn't give a shit about the household. That hypothetical only exists because you go and you blow money on bullshit and you can't pack a lunch because you work downtown. What? Okay. I mean, you grew up spoiled. That's what I have as a note. So clearly, I think that is actually what is happening. You grew up spoiled. You're not willing to change your lifestyle at all, no matter what happens, including him breaking a rib, losing a job. You're a spoiled brat, and you're not willing to cut back on anything. And then when it comes time where it's like, I can't afford groceries because I blow my money on things that I wanted and was fun and was entitled to, now I'm a whiny little victim because I don't have enough money for groceries. You're going to be on the fucking, just like New York Times article, people can't afford groceries in Pittsburgh. And then they don't go into detail that they spent $2,150 on bullshit.
No.
Like, fuck you.
Well,
you grew up spoiled.
I always say I was spoiled, but not spoiled rotten. I'm an only child. I was spoiled, but not spoiled rotten.
Go on. Make that mean something to any of us.
Well, I wasn't like a brat. I was just.
You're still saying nothing.
Well, maybe you're just not listening.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, I grew up very, I was taken care of and I got things that I wanted, but
you guys
it
were
wasn't.
wealthy. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
I
you guys,
wouldn't
because
say
anyone who
that.
talks like
My
that grew
mom
up
was
wealthy.
A teacher.
We weren't wealthy. Okay, and what was dad?
Dad was a truck driver.
Truck drivers make good money. And
he
teachers
wasn't like
can
an
make good money
over-the-road-
depending on what they're
He
doing.
wasn't like an over the road. He was like a local delivery truck driver. And I mean, they worked really hard and but.
Okay, square footage in rooms and baths of your childhood house.
Oh, I couldn't tell you square footage.
Rooms and baths.
3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom.
Okay. Oh, solid middle class
Yeah.
house. Okay, and you couldn't manage to not live in the lifestyle that you wanted and grew up with, though, and you're just living it now and allowing yourselves to go further and further into debt.
Yeah, this right here is a perfect example. Now, everybody doesn't grow up in a household where, everything comes easy and, they're essentially spoiled like this young lady. But there are a lot of people who don't grow up in, poverty. They don't grow up where their parents were super poor. They may not have been able to be spoiled like this young lady, but there are some people that they are in bad financial positions because they never saw how to properly manage money when they were growing up. They really, in many cases, were never taught how important it is to be mindful of what you're spending money on. Like, if your parents didn't teach you that, if you didn't go to school and pay attention in finance class or economics when they were teaching you these things, then 9 times out of 10, many people just spend their money on things that they want without ever considering that there could be a negative consequence if you spend too much, if you decide to get into credit card debt, which isn't hard when you consider, at least when I was growing up, whenever, college was starting on campus, you had all of these different credit card companies out there trying to get kids signed up. And that's a nightmare because they're putting you in debt right there. It's very predatory to be on college campuses getting kids into debt when in many cases, most of them are not paying for their college already. They're racking up the student loan debt. And now they're like, hey, welcome. You just accumulated all of this student loan debt. Why don't we pack some credit card debt on top of that? Because we know you're an irresponsible, either irresponsible early 20 something, and you're about to get in debt, and it's gonna profit the banks, it's gonna profit the credit card companies, it's gonna profit everybody except you if you were not taught to manage your money financially. If you weren't taught to manage your money properly, and that's the reality for a lot of people. But her issue goes back to the fact that, unfortunately, she has a husband who is spending frivolously and irresponsibly, and she is as well. That's the worst case scenario when you get two people who are both financially irresponsible and they are married to one another. Like, that is a nightmare waiting to happen. And I'm not saying this in a negative way, but I'm hoping that they don't currently have children. I hope that if they do decide to have children, that they wait until they get themselves in a much better position to manage their finances in their household, because otherwise it can be a nightmare for that child, especially if she does want to do what her parents did for her. Or in some cases, you get people that want to do even more for their children than what was done for them. And that means going even deeper into debt if she hasn't figured out a way to make sure that you are only buying things that you can actually afford to buy and that will not put you further or deeper into debt. And honestly, you should be working towards getting out of debt completely.
Buddy, you've applied to 11 jobs. They're all closed because those are old applications. What does your day actually look like? Give me your phone again. Open it. Prick. I don't know, doing nothing. Saying you do exactly what you said you're not. You do. Come on, you're gaming all day, every day.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. You're a loser,
job.
incel. Except you're not actually an incel. That word has no weight anymore. You somehow do stick it in, but it's because you picked up. Come on. It's because. I'm sorry. You found the ugliest person in San Antonio. I mean, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Again, she doesn't know I'm making fun of her because she doesn't even know who we're talking about. But you found the ugliest person in San Antonio.
Cooking him.
That's why. Okay, yeah, I'm being told you game 10 to 15 hours a day.
What?
That's it. You can't tell me you want to pay off debt if you're gaming 10 to 15 hours a day. You literally
You're not
cannot.
working?
You can't.
I have an $8,000 custom-built PC.
Cool. Mine's
What?
even better. I don't game. I don't game for even an hour a day. Rip.
Who are you texting?
No one.
Okay.
Asshole. I'm looking at your screen time. Freak.
Oh.
Sorry. Dude, you're on your phone 12 hours a day. Nope. Daily average is 16 hours, 20 minutes on his phone.
What?
On his phone. And then he games 10
crazy.
hours a day. So you're doing both at the same time.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, it was worse last week. Last week was 18 hours a day.
How are you on your phone and gaming upwards of 20 hours a day? Like, what? You don't have any time to work. You can't work if you're gaming 10 hours a day, bro. Like 10 hours a day, that gives you 14 hours. Like if we are to assume you're probably not even getting 8 hours of sleep, right? Let's just say you're getting, I don't know, if you were getting 6 hours of sleep, right? That will put you in a position where you got 8 hours left over? 8 hours? Like, that's just enough time to work, right? You got 10 hours of gaming, 18 hours, 18 hours of doggone work. We would hope, right? I don't even think he's working 8 hours, which is insane. That's insane. Like how are you allocating your time in this manner? Like that's insane. That's an addiction. That's fine. That's irresponsibility and an addiction all boiled into one. It's horrible.
He averages 18 hours a day. You're laughing
That's
at
not
that?
funny, bro.
No, you average 18 hours a day on your phone. No. You can't complain about not getting girlfriends. No shit, they would leave. My girlfriend would slit my throat in my sleep. 17 hours on Discord, 18, and then I'm sure you got some on your computer. What are you doing? 17 hours and 7 minutes on Apple Maps last week. What are you doing? It was all on Friday and Saturday.
Okay, so Friday and Saturday, I was actually...
No, that wasn't Friday and Saturday. I don't know, but go ahead.
Friday and Saturday, I was actually up here doing Amazon Flex.
Is that why you were also on Amazon for 16 hours last week?
Yeah.
Okay, that would make more sense. So let's go to the previous week. Okay, remote, I don't know.
Apple TV.
Apple TV, you were
I
on
lose-
for 24 hours.
I lose my remote So I use my phone as the remote.
And you used that for 24 hours the previous week. Mm-hmm. Oh.
I don't keep track of time.
Discord, 22 hours. TikTok, a lot of TikTok, 9 hours. Chrome, still Apple Maps. Dude, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Your last 2 weeks were the same amount of average by 2 minutes. 2 minutes per day on your phone. This is pathetic. Slime Castle, this week so far, we're only halfway through the week. Slime Castle, some game where you're probably purchasing an app.
Actually,
3
no.
hours and 40 minutes.
Actually, no.
3 hours and 40 minutes, though.
I don't purchase
Doesn't matter, 3 hours and 40 minutes that you could be working or applying to jobs.
because I'm pretty sure I left it open and
Quiet. You applied to 11 jobs, and you spent 4 hours this week so far on Slime Castle. Okay, let's say you left it open. You spent 5 hours this week so far. Again, it's only Wednesday. 5 hours this week so far on TikTok. 7 hours, 12 minutes only on the phone version on Discord. More on your PC. I wish I had that.
yeah, no, you don't want that.
Exactly.
more hours
What
on-
are you playing? Loser.
I play Warframe and a lot of other games. Arc Raiders,
I know that one.
Warframe's
You said that one.
Fortnite,
Still.
and I have a lot of other games. I don't keep track of which games I actually play.
Yeah, you know what we're doing next. You know exactly what we're doing next. I'm sorry, you don't get to complain about American women. There's actually a lot of issues in the gender wars that are currently taking place online that are valid concerns. But you don't get to complain. You game, spend all your time on Discord all day, and jack off. And near the fattest woman I've ever witnessed. And I'm sorry, she just needs to lose weight so she can survive longer. Not trying to insult her. She's just like, you are beyond her. You're not like hot, but you are beyond her league. Like I'm talking, she's immobile. Okay.
Hold on, I have to reset my Steam password.
Wait, you've been engaged.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you don't know how to date. You're bad at dating once you're actually in it, and you've never learned those skills. And that is why you're trying to flee to a third world to get someone that just can't escape because you have money. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, my goodness, there's so much going on here and so much wrong with this gentleman's situation, and he doesn't even see the issue. He definitely has an addiction to his device like so many people do. Like if most people were to actually look at how much time they spent on their phone and in different apps, it would likely shock them. Like there's seriously an addiction that's going on. But beyond that, the fact that this gentleman is complaining about the fact that he doesn't have any money, that he can't find a job. When you only applied to 11 jobs, but you're spending upwards of 20 hours on your phone, on your computer playing games, or watching television every single day, that's the reason why you don't have a job. It's not because the economy is bad. It's not because it's hard to get a job. No, you simply are not putting in the work to do everything in your power and your ability to actually go and get a job. That's the issue that so many people have. A lot of people, they jump on the bandwagon of just complaining about the economy and complaining about how hard the job market is, where honestly, they're really not even trying. They are more comfortable doing things that are going to take them further away from being in a position where they can, have some financial security and stability. And sadly, they're okay with it. And yes, it's funny to hear Caleb say, yo, you're a loser and all of these things, but as harsh as it may sound to some people and as funny as it may sound to other people, like it is really a reality. Like as a grown man, you really are a loser if you are, blaming your issues with women on whatever, like just surmising it from, this clip that we saw, but also, watched the episode. The gentleman is one of those guys that has this belief that he wants to leave America in order to find a woman. But really his main issue is the fact that, bro, like you are not good at picking women. Like he said, you've been engaged. That didn't work out because you clearly don't know how to navigate relationships, which isn't hard to believe when you look at how immature this individual is. This is a grown man. This is a grown man that spends 10 hours playing video games. He's playing games. He's acting like a damn kid. You are a grown man. Like you don't even have secure income coming in every day, but you're prioritizing gaming. And he mentioned that he has an $8,000 custom PC build. Like, nigga, you don't need a $8,000 PC. Like, for what? Why are you gaming on an $8,000 device when your ass don't have a job? Like that's that's beyond ridiculous. Like, somebody, honestly, bro, people like this, they need that stuff taken from them. Like, for real, you need no option. You need no gaming PC. You need no TV. You need no phone. Like, you don't need none of that. Like, you really need to be treated like a child, where your parent has to come in and say, no, I'm taking that away from you. Because what? That's probably what it was. In high school, you probably sit up and did all of that stuff. Parents could come and take it away. Take your gaming system away. Come and take, the phone or the television away from you, so that you could do what? Focus on your schoolwork, so that it'll move you forward in life. Now, as a grown man, unfortunately, if you don't have that within yourself, if you are not responsible, if you don't have that discipline, your ass will sit up and play video games for 10 hours a day. Your ass will sit up and be on your phone for 18 hours a day and complain about not having a job, complain about women. No woman wants to be with a man that sits up and plays video games 10 hours a damn day and his ass can't hold down a job. Nigga, you ain't worth marrying. And the fact that you laid up with somebody, as you can see, bottom of the barrel ass woman. Bottom of the barrel woman is the best that you can get in that state. Let's just be real, man. As a man, the type of women that you are able to attract that actually desire to be with you, it is to a very great degree a reflection on where you are in life. And the fact that, based on what Caleb is saying, you are with a very unattractive woman, a very out of shape woman. When you look at this guy, like he's in decent shape. Like, he doesn't look to be obese at all, but you're with a morbidly obese woman, bruh. Like, that speaks to the state that you are in as a man, and you don't even realize how down bad you are. He laughs and giggles. Look at his face. It's funny to him. It's funny to him. And it's scary when you have adults that just do not grow up. They don't understand how bad it can get. It can get so much worse than what you're already experiencing now. It goes way beyond you being able to get laid, my man. It goes way beyond that. Way beyond that. What happens if you stop getting those checks from the government? Your ass gonna be down bad, probably homeless. It's sad. Like, unfortunately, like some veterans, unfortunately, there are veterans that are struggling. In many cases, it's probably started out this way, where they were getting some income coming in, and for whatever reason, it's gone. And now you find yourself in a position where, because you didn't put yourself in a position to advance financially when you were getting that income coming in, you got reliant on it. And if it gets taken away, my God, everything will crumble. Because what? You have no discipline. This is a scary reality, very scary reality. And I talked about the other woman at length. Not really much more to add to that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's so much that you can learn from these two people. These two people, in their current state, the state that they are in when they were on this show, they're losers. They're losers in different ways, right? I would say that this man is definitely far greater loser than that woman was. But her husband is probably running real close to this guy. The fact that he was fearful to even come to the show, like, she's married and her husband isn't there. What the hell does that say about that grown ass man? He's getting injured, breaking his ribs, spending thousands of dollars at a damn gas station. I mean, damn, do people really do that? Like, real talk. I ain't never spent like an absorbent amount of money at a gas station. The last time I even bought something from a gas station was when I was a damn kid. You stopping or you traveling or something. Like, man, do people really stop off at the gas station and buy stuff on a regular basis? I know that may be some people's reality. It's not mine. And it's just weird to me that people would be spending thousands of dollars every single month at the gas station. Not at the pump, my G. Not at the pump getting yourself back and forth to work, but you actually going inside and buying all of that expensive shit. Makes no sense to me. But hey, this was a crazy one, man. We got two people, unfortunately, two big losers. And I hope and pray that they're able to get out of this situation. I hope and pray that they take the things that Caleb has provided them when being on the show and put it into place. And I hope that you learn from these individuals, that if you are in a situation similar to theirs, that you will be willing to do what they have not been willing to do, which is change the situation and get yourself out of that hole. If you enjoy these videos and you want to join the family, feel free, but you ain't got to do that today. You don't have to subscribe until you're ready. But I do want to encourage you to check out another video if you do enjoy these Caleb Crash Out compilations. I got some more. There's one on the screen right now for you to check out and keep the party rolling. I'm Jay. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed.